In conversation with Eneyire Godwin Omuya. Eneyire Godwin Omuya is a multidisciplinary artist whose work encompasses traditional and digital mediums. With a background in STEM and a passion for teaching and creativity, he has guided individuals of all ages in discovering their latent creative potential, most notably through roles with Orble, PYT, and Utopia Theatre as an art instructor where he mentored children, teens, and adult learners alike. Godwin's practice blend fine art with the possibility of artificial intelligence using tools like Midjourney and Procreate to generate fascinating artworks. His works reflect a deep curiosity with portrait, realism, and attention to detail with the aim of mastery. Now based in the UK, Godwin is building a body of work that speaks to the intersection of art and AI, whether through physical medium or generative design. He creates with intent to teach, to question, and to inspire. Today, I'm joining a conversation with a painter. Are you a painter?
Yes, I am. I like to consider myself an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Godwin Omuya, and I'm an artist. Yeah.
What kind of artist you do painting? From our previous conversation, you're a painter. I think I've seen the samples of some of your works
Yeah.
on IG.
Yes, that's where I post all my drawings. I just dump them there.
So basically, you're a storyteller, but you do it in form of graphic design, in form of drawing, in form of painting, etc.
Well, not graphic design per se, but in terms of, let's say, expression, like drawings, painting, art. I just try to express myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's quite different from graphic design because in the world of graphic design, there's like technicalities like hierarchy, marketing, what message are you conveying, colors, theory, things like that. Although there are overlaps, within the field in terms of like color theory and painting, so yeah.
So I really wish we had a sample of some of your works in here, really.
Yeah.
But do you have a particular work that you remember? Just like myself as a writer, even if I don't have a physical copy here, I can easily talk about my work.
Yeah.
And in writing, we have a title for our work. Do you title your painting? Do you have a story behind the making of your painting? Since we don't have a physical copy here, but I would have really loved you to show, for instance, this is what it looks like, and you tell us the story behind it.
Yeah.
But basically, from the ones you've done so far, do you have a particular name? How do you go about that process of identification? I think that should be.
Yeah, good question. So my approach to drawing is I just like to draw what I feel challenged to do.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, started off with drawing self-portraits of like this, my brother, myself, yeah, my younger brother, my senior brother,
Wow.
and popular artists. So artists like The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, things like that. So the way I approach it is, okay, I want to make this as real as possible. So how realistic can I make my drawings? You get. So it is through drawing those figures that I hone my skills as an artist. You get. So my approach to artists is not like conveying like some kind of mythical image or some kind of story, but it's like, okay, I want to develop my skills like in terms of likeness, right? So like it seems technical. Yeah. So that's how I develop my skills. And that's in the realm of drawing. But I think more recently I'm open to exploring like landscape drawings, let's say taking some YouTube videos, learning from people online. So you do this, I do this. So I'm trying to see how well can I get close to the image that I'm close to the reference image. Yeah.
That's actually quite interesting. And while you're talking about that, some things pop up in my head. Have you had any of your works in maybe in galleries and libraries in museum? Because I think there is one museum close in Leeds, the Royal Hammers. I'm not sure if you've been there. Well, we did meet in the library actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you had any of your works in the library, in galleries, and museums, things of that nature. What are you working? Are you working towards having some of your works in there? How would it feel like in that regards? Yeah.
Well, had just one exhibition. So this was last year actually. So it's back in Sheffield. There's a place called the Art House Sheffield. So every summer they do this the Great Summer Exhibition. So they're currently doing one right now. Well, unfortunately, I can't attend because traveling. But anyway, so it's for local artists within the Sheffield area. So just come submit your work, display it to the public, and if a buyer seems to like your work, then sure they can go for it. But I like the experience because I was like, okay, I saw the opportunity to put my work out there. So that was my first art exhibition. So I think I was happy with that.
That's nice, and that actually got me wondering, when did you started painting? At what age? What led you to the art? I mean, I know every artist, be it storyteller, whatever you're into, sculpture, potters, writers, poets. There is something particularly that spikes the first attraction into whatever we are doing. So, what was that first time experience like for you? How did you get started into all of these things? Why painting, actually?
Well, I think it came naturally to me because I started drawing. I always mention drawing because that's how I started. So I started drawing since I think primary school. So back then it was like stickmen, like football. Okay, let's say I'll draw someone throwing a bicycle kick. Then I'll draw a line going to the top bit of the post.
Oh wow!
Yeah. But after that, when I took drawing more seriously, my brother, he's an artist as well. Yeah, I have a senior brother. He's an accountant, he's an artist. So he was really into it. So that I learned from him. So replicating what he did, you get like showing my mate like, oh, see what my brother drew. So like like I can do myself. I can do myself. Then after some time, he just gave me all his materials. Yeah, so I inherited it, right?
Wow.
So so that's how I kept on developing. Like, okay, so he doesn't draw as much, but I'm like, okay, now that I have my free time, since I'm in like secondary school, I'm in uni, I have time. So from time to time, I like to perfect my craft. Yeah.
That's an amazing one. How do you view your art? Do you see it as a full time of a thing, or it's like something you do when you're less busy? And what vision, what kind of aspiration do you have in? I mean, we have people that are like full time artists, full time authors.
Yeah.
How do you approach that style? Is it something you're just doing for the meantime? How far do you intend to go with your artworks?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think it's something I've been contending with for since time immemorial. It's like to be a full-time artist or to do something else. And I think I'm coming to the conclusion that I would like it to remain as a hobby and not to be as a full-time artist, because I didn't have the intention to be like a full-time artist. Like I didn't see myself like as an artist. I just like to create art. You get, so it's like is the argument or the question of follow your talent or a passion, that kind of thing. And for someone like me, I'm quite talented in a variety of fields. So I've been questioning myself like, okay, what exactly is my talent? Like, how can I use all these things I'm good at, to for the ultimate good? You get that? And the way I'm saying it, it doesn't seem to me like being an artist, like an artist is full. No, but I just tell myself that I'm an artist. I create art.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah, I think that I love your answer to that really. And sorry, I think this is going to be my last question. Really, you're also into tech, right? I'm not quite sure if that's true,
Yes.
but if that's true, how do you see in any way any sort of similarities between you being a tech person and the kind of art that you make? Is there any kind of similarities? Are they in any way, do they correlate? Does one influence the making of another, or how do you balance it?
Not quite though, but although my last digital art, I think there was an overlap there.
Wow.
So the last digital artwork I made is called Alone, right? So it's like a portrait of this young lady with a piece of tech on her, on her ear. So the idea behind that is that the chip there, it was got it from inspiration of there's a video game called Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. It's like this brave young lady named Aloy, So the setting is staged in the future, like let's say 2100, when machines have taken over the world. Just like just imagine a mechanical giraffe, all animals you can think of, like elephants, they're all machines.
Yeah.
You get, and you can connect to them through the chip on your ear.
Wow.
You get, so it felt like transhumanism, so to say, that okay, we are more or less in one with our technology. Right, so like that's where the inspiration was getting from.
That sounds science fiction like. Well, thank you very much. And what platform can we follow your work? Do you have anything where the viewers can, jump on you and say, "Oh yeah, I watched that video. I'd love to, I'd love to stay in touch with you."
Or you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram account is called Eneyire Godwin.art. Yeah.
It's actually very amazing what you can do. It's really a lovely.
I'm all for science. I'm all for
really,
science.
and thank you very much for our viewers of P English Literature and listening to the amazing painter artist we've got on the show today.
Yes.
Thank you very much for honoring an invitation.
Yes, thanks for having me.